Welcome to 5 Minutes for Fighting. I'm here with Mohammed Usman, an incredible guest today. How are you, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, one of the last times we saw you, you had that incredible knockout victory at Tough, and you are obviously the brother of one of the greatest stars in the history of mixed martial arts. So, how you feeling? What's going on with you?
I feel great. I feel motivated. I'm ready to fight. I don't think too many people know that after that last fight, I actually had surgery on my thumb, which has sidelined me this long. It's easier for people to just like that don't really understand fighting or know what's going on and be like, why hasn't he fought? Why hasn't he did this? Why hasn't he done that? But it's like people don't understand that our bodies are fragile, and as much as we work on them and do everything we need to, I hurt my hand in that fight, and I had to have surgery to repair my thumb,
Right.
and I'm just now getting back in the full swing of things, and I'm excited.
So, is there any fight scheduled or anything that you can tell us about? Because obviously you fought Zach Pagua. That was your last fight, correct? Was Zach Pagua?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm. All I can tell you now is we're definitely gonna be fighting early April.
Okay, awesome. Now, is this obviously your brother is going to be fighting in March. Are you going to be are you aiming for the same card, or is it going to be sometime after that?
It's gonna be after his card.
Okay.
We wanna go take care of business there, and then
Right.
we can go focus on my card. At the end of the day, everything is about like timing and being in the right place, right time. So I feel like right
Absolutely.
now, our focus is March 18th. We'll go out to London, get his belt back, and then it's my fight.
Yeah, just to go to that a little bit, how do you see that fight going? Obviously, that's one of the most anticipated rematches ever. Will be Kamaru versus Leon. How do you see that fight playing out? Obviously, I know that you're going to support your brother, but what do you see in store for that one?
I see Kamaru dominating that fight in all facets of the fight game. I don't see Leon beating him at all in anything. Kamaru's going to dominate the fight from start to finish, and I think now it's just one of those things that you just got to clean up little things, because this is the fight game. Anything can always happen at any given moment.
Right.
So
Uh,
just be
it,
on your toes at all times.
is he doing anything differently to train for this one? Obviously, that one he was winning that fight. I think everybody would agree with that. And then it was obviously the late round knockout. Is he training any differently for this fight?
Um, Not really. At the end of the day, we always train hard. One thing I could attest to my brother and myself is he's never not trained hard. We've always trained hard, no matter what we're doing. We
Yeah.
always train hard, and I feel like this fight was really just getting healthy. Let's be honest. Nobody's ever 100% going into any fight in MMA ever. And in the history of MMA, if somebody tells you they're 100%, they're lying to you because
Right.
nobody's ever 100%. But the number one goal was to get at least as close as we can to it.
Right.
So I think this fight now you guys are gonna see a very healed, a more aggressive Kamaru Usman.
How is his hand doing, by the way? Is his hand back to
Hand is
100%?
great.
Yeah.
Everything is healed. Everything's healed. Everything's great. It's just one of those guys. We're just really just taking our time and just doing everything we need to do to make sure we're prepared to go out here and dominate the fight.
Right. Now, obviously, you're still like looking to, get some more fights on your belt. But Kamaru, I mean, there is talk that potentially that he would consider retirement at some point if he had after the Leon fight. Is that something that you see in his future, or do you see that there are more fights in Kamaru Usman's future?
100%. He has more fights in his career. That's the thing. People say there's talks, but the talks aren't from the people that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The talks are from people that are just suggesting things, not the actual person that you guys are talking about. That's not who's having the talks. So
Yeah.
you have to understand, yeah. So that at the end of the day, all we focused on is Leon, and then after we handle Leon, we'll go on to the next adventure. That's really what life is about. It's about focusing in on one adventure at a time.
Right.
After Leon, then we go address something else. He hasn't talked about retiring. He hasn't talked about nothing like that. All I know where his mind is right now is Leon.
That's totally fair. You know, and just to switch gears a little bit, obviously, that's the timer actually, but I'm still going to try to get a question out of you here. So the UFC has obviously talked about switching over and going to Africa at some point. They're looking at that. And your brother has spoken many times about his African roots. Obviously, he was in Black Panther Wakanda, so we know how important that is. How important would it be for you personally to fight on that
Oh
card
man,
and to go and be a part of it?
it would be a dream. This is where we're from.
Yeah,
This when we sit back and think about us fighting, and and from being from Africa, from the village, from Nigeria, and us actually fighting for our people. It's a higher level of respect and gratitude that I think just to have that opportunity to be able to fight there would be so special, because now all these people that they don't know a way out will be able to see that these boys made it out of the village, out of Nigeria, Edo State. We made it out to be here on this platform to show you guys that if we could do it, you guys can do it. So I feel like that's really the journey of life. Somebody had to do something for us to be able to see that we could do it.
right.
And motivate us to be on something higher than ourselves. So that's really where I feel we're going to excel at, and I know it's going to happen. I know, God willing, we're going to fight in Africa, and we're going to put on a hell of a show.
I love it. I now you're giving me goosebumps a little bit there, bro. I want to see it now. I really do want to see it. That is the end of 5 minutes for fighting. But the way I want to end this is, I know you're looking for an opponent. If there's one opponent that you could hand select for yourself right now, who would it be? Is there somebody out there that you're really looking at that you want to fight?
Oh my goodness. Not at all. I'm really one of those guys, man, that at the end of the day, when I knew going into MMA, I was gonna have to fight all these guys.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so like it's not one particular guy that I could say I want to fight, because I'm just now getting in the mix of all these guys, and I'm seeing the roster. And with Francis leaving, there's so many shifters in the heavyweight division right
Right.
now. I'm just a hungry guy that just wants to take it one day at a time, one fight at a time. So whoever the UFC lines up for me, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna handle our business, and then we'll go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna climb this ladder the right way.
Uh,
And I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna show the world, that I really was meant to be here.
I love it. You mentioned Francis. Your thoughts on where he should go and what he should be doing. That's obviously a big deal.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, I love Francis, man. He's my big brother. I wish him nothing but success, and I mean, you just go where you're appreciated.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I mean, go where you're appreciated, and that's it. And go get the money you deserve.
Everybody thought he was going to be fighting Jon Jones. Now Jon Jones is fighting Ciryl Gane. They're in your division. Those are the big boys you'd have to face if you climbed ladder. Who do you see winning that fight? That's coming up UFC 285.
It's gonna be a really good fight.
Yeah.
Both guys have stylistically, those guys match up really, really good. It's gonna be an amazing fight. I'm really excited for that fight. But I feel like John has a lot of tools. Ciryl Gane has said he's weathered the storm with Francis, and we've seen what he can do and seen his uprising, and he has tools as well. So it's gonna be a very exciting matchup. I'm excited for both of those guys, and I'm gonna be watching real closely and seeing what's going on with that, and yeah, and just focus on myself and handle and control the things I can control, and yeah, just keep working hard and get ready to dominate.
Love it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, man. I hope the next time I hear Mohammed Usman's name, we got a big fight for you, and we'll be rooting for you. All right.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate it, man, and always a pleasure.